It took a while, maybe 8 months, but he left and I've never seen him again. Those 8 months, I was not a kind person. After Melanie was embarrassed and mistreated by Ez for cheating, I immediately took her in and we became official. Our family disapproved for a while, but eventually they came around. She fell pregnant and I proposed. Her parents and my parents learned of this and agreed that it was best for the baby that we get married, so they paid for everything. It was a humble wedding, but my family pulled through for me and showed up. During this time, Aaron continued to lecture my parents about their involvement with our relationship and their abandonment of Ezra. I understand that he was in pain and needed them, but I did too. I was becoming a new father and husband. I was looking into buying my first home, starting my first big job, and planning a wedding. I didn't expect Ezra to suck it up, but they're my parents too. My parents were preoccupied with us, so much so that Ezra moved a few towns over and we didn't notice until a few months or so. We used to see him around town where he worked, but we noticed that we stopped seeing him. I reached out only to find that his number had been changed. Aaron was no help. He just gave criticisms and warnings about Ezra's well-being. No kind words for me, Melanie, or our child though. I lost 2 brothers, basically. Eventually, our wedding grew closer and invitations were sent out. No response from Ez or Aaron, which I expected, so I asked my mom to verify with them. I heard back that the answer was no. What we found was that they were completely gone. Aaron had a longtime girlfriend who RSVP'd no to our wedding and clammed up about where my brothers went off to. Another aunt, who took Aaron and Ez's side, said that they were safe and we needed to move on. So that was that. I'm sad to say that I haven't seen them in 10 years. My parents were obviously distraught and regretful. It put a huge damper on our wedding and the birth of my child. It remains a gray cloud over our lives to this day. I thought that we had moved on by the time Melanie and I had another kid. My parents seemed happy to be with me and my remaining brothers, and they saw that Mel and I were serious about our relationship, an ideal match. Soon enough, though, my mom decided to voice her regrets to me and Melanie personally. When she first found out about our relationship, she was staunchly against us, but came around when Mel fell pregnant. Now, she maintains that she made a mistake where she lost 2 sons. Her relationship with Mel has suffered greatly. My dad's family is much more welcoming to Mel, like she's one of their own. My dad does miss his sons, but he also loves his grandkids. He was content with this for a long time, until my mom located Aaron and Ezra. It hurt to feel that she would prefer to have held on to them and lose me and my sons in the process. She found out that they were both married. Aaron to his longtime girlfriend who eventually moved away years ago, and Ezra to some unknown woman. Both have a good amount of children, more than I have, in fact. My mother got therapy and reached out to my brothers and made contact with Ez. Aaron declined to reconcile, so she's been in contact with him for a year, even going as far as taking my younger brothers with her to spend Christmas with Ez and his family. I've seen pictures of his sons and daughters and his wife too. I thought about keeping this from my dad, but I come from a gossipy family, so I did show him what I found on my mom's Facebook before they could. My dad was overcome again, as if the wound was freshly exposed. He felt like he missed out on a lot and couldn't bear it.